Welcome to the NX sheet metal review. In this sample part, there are several features that comprise of this complicated sheet metal part. Let's quickly review through the history. So we see that it starts with a tab, and then from tab, normal features such as flange can be added, and then additional bend can be added as well. And then from there, features such as dimple or a hand flange and gusset. All these are the readily available standard features within the NX sheet metal functionality. And then from there, users can also create a flat pattern of that to generate for manufacturing purpose. So this, we will go into detailed review of the sheet metal. Thank you. Let's go ahead and proceed with our sheet metal activity 1 to create a tab. Let's create a file new. In the file new, under the model tab, we see there's a sheet metal. Select where you want to put the file. We're going to call this model 1, and then we're going to select a tab option. So in the sheet metal tab, we'll want to select the sketch, and once we selected that, we want to go into rectangle. In the rectangle, we want to define the size. We can start with a 500 by 250 width and height. And once that is done, we select where we want to put that. And then we completed that, select finish. And next will automatically recommend to a size that where the thickness should be. And then in this case, we want to change that. Just go ahead, do a right mouse click on a drop down, and that will give us the user input option. So we want to put that to a 2 millimeter thickness. And this is how we quickly create a sheet metal tab, and from there we can continue from design other sheet metal features. Let's go ahead and start with our sheet metal activity 2 to create a flange. So in this case, we activate the flange command. We want to change the value to be about 70, and then we can leave that default angle to be 90. However, we want the materials to be on the outside. So what that does is I'll maintain the tab size without calculating moving the information inward. So if we select the upper edge of this tab, so that will honor what we just selected. We want to go ahead and get our front view so we can use the handle to manipulate the angle of our desire. And then we see that having the bend on the outside, that maintained the inside size. Let's go ahead and change that back to our isometric view. And then we see that we can turn on the perspective. What perspective does is give us our eyes a little bit normal the way we see things. How do you turn that on is you go into the right side. On that drop down, you turn on that view group. Once that view group's on, you have that option to set that viewing. In the sheet metal activity 3, we want to edit existing flange. We can select from Part Navigator, and then or we can select from the graphics window. Then we select the edge according to our desire, whether it be upper or lower edge. As you do a shift select, I will deselect that, and I want to select the lower edge of the tab. So now as we select a handle, we will see how the flange are moved dynamically to the location or the angle that we want. But once again, we want to do a shift select. What we really want is just one single flange on the opposite end. As we rotate that to the 90 degrees, where we have the length of the 70, that is set. We'll go ahead and create additional new flanges. We want to create it on the upper end of that. We'll select to the outside edge. So that's going to give us the desire what we want. Once again, we can dynamically move. This is how we can edit and create new flanges in NX sheet metal. In this exercise 4, we're going to create cutouts and create the bend of those cutouts, and then create a pattern of that, and then we're going to create a dimple and then a gusset in the louver. So in this case, we want to create just a simple datum plane from selecting both flange faces. That gives us a datum plane right in the middle. We want to go ahead and just quickly create a sketch from the cutout, and then just want to create a simple profile, create a straight line using MB1, and then change that to an arc selection, and then get me back to the straight line selection. Once that is done, I want to use an offset, whatever distance that you want to select. And then once that offset is done, I just want to connect the two edges of those curves on the bottom. And once I select the first one, hit escape, activate the selection for the second set of selection. And once that is done, I just want to create an arc, basically a hole in the middle. We can just use like an 8mm hole, so that will suffice whatever value that you want. Once that is done, and NX automatically takes you to a different option. So in this case, I want to use the cutout method to be in mid-plane, and then through all, and then NX just quickly punch that through. That will give us the option to punch out the center part of that from the center to the outside on that particular flange. And then I just want to create a sheet metal bend. In this case, I want to you can use outside, inside of the flange face, doesn't matter, so I'm going to go with the outside. It really doesn't need to be connecting. All I'm doing is just say, where do I want this bend to make sense? So in this case, I just want that to be on the bottom of that. It doesn't need to be continuous or even touching the edge. Basically, that is just the bend where I want to take place. Once that is done, we see that the edge or the vector is pointing in the wrong direction. We want to point it up and out. So in this case, I want to point it out. I just once again double click on the vector that will create that cutout to the outside. So this is something that we want. Let's go ahead and mirror that to the other side. So in NX, we have this what we call associative copy. So we can insert under the tools, and then look under associative copy, and then we want to just mirror feature. So in this case, we want to mirror this particular one. We want to copy both of those features, and we want to copy a mirror from the dead plane from the middle, and that will provide us with a identical mirror feature of a sheet metal cutout and the bend to that. The next thing we want to do is want to create a gusset. A gusset basically, oh no, we're going to create a dimple first. Dimple basically, where do you want it? So we want to have it at the bottom of that, and then it could be any shape design that you want. So we want to just create some very simple shape. We're going to quickly just create kind of a zigzag arc of that, or lines of that, and then we want to create an offset of that, and it could be punched through to the upper or to the lower, it doesn't matter. So in this case, I want to just create an offset, and then we want to close off those edges or the end lines, so to speak. So we just want to quickly just use the profile, select those two, hit escape, and then select the other two, and that's it. That's the profile that we want. And then you could just use the complicated ones if you want. So we see that is punching upward. We could also punch it downward, so it really doesn't matter, just change the vector. And then as we select a value to make this punch look more sense, we can also soften up some of these so it looks a little transition, looks a little easier. So as the material being stretched, we can also expand our selection intent to get more options in that, so we have more. So we can increase of our punch radius, all that kind of stuff. What that does is that will help basically define the tool better, how the tool is being utilized, and then create a nice, better transition of this particular dimple. All right, so last thing, change that to a 5. What that does is create better radius of this particular dimple. Okay, now we're going to create a gusset. A gusset is another stiffening feature within a sheet metal. Usually takes place at a bend between the base and the other flange. So in this case, let's go ahead and select loop, create a gusset, and then we're going to select that inside bend radius, and then it's going to ask us which plane we want. We can just select different options, select a point, how quickly it can add that to the midpoint of this. And if we want to use a different options, we can just use the go back to dynamic, and then we can see that we can drag this particular offset plane to a different locations. As we drag that, we see that the gussets are being placed at whatever we stopped. And we can also change the value and the type of gusset, and then this is how we can create a gusset. And likewise, we can also pattern that like we had before. All right, so now once we're done, let's create a louver. Louver basically is a cutout, so we can just create just a straight line of that. That's all louver information is looking for. Once that is done, we want to make sure that whatever vector is what we're or the type. This is what we desire. So we can select all these and it will update accordingly. And then we change it back to a little more kind of a form, and then we can drag the handle to update the feature. So these are some of the things you can add to our sheet metal design. In our last exercise of sheet metal, we're going to unbend and create a flat pattern. So as we select a particular flat face of the tab, and we can select any of that bend radius, and then NX will automatically unbend those for us. Likewise, we'll create another flat face and then select a bend, and then we see that NX will create another unbend scenario for us. This is how we can review how these sheet metal are being formed. Any of the gussets or louver, those are not considered any of that. Those are local deformation. All right, so now we want to go ahead and flatten the flat pattern. We want to go ahead and remove any of those review of our unbend. So let's go ahead and select the tab, the face, and then see that how we can have a basically a flat pattern. And as NX indicates that this is a particular view that is separate from all the other standard views, so you can double click on it to access that view. This view can also be added to the drawing for the purpose of manufacturing. So this type of NX sheet metal applications with all the features can be added is what we have done today to review NX sheet metal.